The Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senators play in two of the most die-hard hockey markets. They are under 2 hours apart and have both slowly been building some of the best young teams in the world. Both are gearing up to compete in the not-so-distant future, and they both stand in each other's way. This is the next great NHL rivalry, and just 7 years ago, it seemed impossible. Their roads to where they are now were very different. Our story starts in 2017. Both Ottawa and Montreal made the playoffs. The Canadiens won the Atlantic Division but lost to the Rangers in 6 games. Ottawa, however, would go on a classic playoff run.
Wraparound spot. Schen's got a lead pass, Hoffman alone! Scores! Doesn't shoot it here. A pass to the side of the net, score! Ottawa Senators win the series.
Carlson got it over to him. Scores! They've done it! On the way down, Pajot scores!
There's a chance for Bobby Ryan trying to pull away. Ryan by himself, he scores! Away from the checkup wide with Kunitz, he fires, he scores!
They only fell 1 goal short of the Stanley Cup Finals and were feeling great going into 2018. The Senators were built around a core of Mike Hoffman, Mark Stone, Craig Anderson, Kyle Turris, and a top 3 player in the world, Erik Karlsson. Meanwhile, Montreal was led by Carey Price, Shea Weber, Max Pacioretty, Alex Galchenyuk, and Alexander Radulov. Montreal lost Radulov to Dallas in free agency, and Ottawa made a big move in the first month of the 2018 season. They traded Kyle Turris, a first-rounder in 2019, a third-round pick, and 2 depth players in exchange for longtime Avalanche star Matt Duchene. Despite this one incredible goal, it was an utter disaster. Ottawa fell all the way to second last in the entire league. Montreal also had a collapse. They went from 103 points to 71 in 2018 and finished near the bottom as well. In the draft, Montreal selected third and took a chance on Jesperi Kotkaniemi. He would not pan out for Montreal and was eventually taken by a Carolina offer sheet. Ottawa picked fourth and struck gold.
Brady Tkachuk.
Later in the offseason, both teams would part ways with their captains. Montreal flipped Max Pacioretty to Vegas for the 2017 13th overall pick, Nick Suzuki, and Ottawa sent their megastar Erik Karlsson to San Jose for a package headlined by Josh Norris and a 2020 first-round pick. At the time, this was considered a poor return for the Senators. Montreal also flipped their former 3rd overall pick Alex Galchenyuk for Max Domi, who went off with 72 points the following season. Montreal was solid in 2019, only missing the playoffs by 1 win. Ottawa was a complete disaster. They finished dead last in the entire league and had a fire sale. They sent Mark Stone to Vegas for 2017 15th pick Erik Brannstrom. They then sent Matt Duchene to Columbus for a first-rounder, and J.G. Pajot went to the Islanders for a first-rounder, which turned into Ridley Greig. And remember, Colorado had Ottawa's first-rounder, which ended up being 4th overall, and Bowen Byram. Montreal had the 15th pick, and they took an undersized winger by the name of Cole Caulfield. Ottawa did not leave empty-handed, however. They were able to find a sleeper with Shane Pinto in the 2nd round. The 2020 season was a weird one. Because of the shutdown, 24 teams went to the bubble with a chance at the playoffs. Ottawa was not one of them, as they finished 2nd last. Montreal was there and upset Pittsburgh in the qualifying round before losing to Philadelphia in round 1. Luckily for Ottawa, San Jose had an equally terrible year, and because of the Karlsson trade, Ottawa ended up with the 3rd and 5th pick in the draft.
The correct response? Who is Tim Stützle?
Jake Sanderson.
Montreal went 16th overall and took defenseman Caden Gooley. In 2021, longtime Senators goaltender Craig Anderson would leave for Washington. He was one of the last pieces remaining from that 2017 team. Both teams were in the Canadian division for the shortened 53-game season. Ottawa missed the playoffs but had a bright spot with 2017 4th-round pick Drake Batherson breaking out. As for Montreal, they snuck into the playoffs despite being 18th overall in the league, and they were about to have a run for the H's.
Here, along with Suzuki, and off the in! The line, chance, Kotkaniemi scores! Yes, Barry, Kotkaniemi! Field picks him up in front, scores! Series winner, Tyler Toffoli! The Canadiens are the king
Montreal had no business going to the finals in 2021, but with Carey Price playing out of his mind, they had upset Toronto, Winnipeg, and Vegas. Young stars Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki were terrific in the playoff run for Montreal. A lot was sacrificed in this run. Price only played 5 more NHL games, and Shea Weber would never set foot on an NHL rink again. 2 legends were done for Montreal. In the 2021 draft, Ottawa swung and missed, drafting Tyler Boucher 10th overall. Montreal controversially picked Logan Mailloux late in the first round. In 2022, things started to get back to normal. A year after getting to the Stanley Cup Finals, Montreal finished dead last in the entire league. Ottawa traded their 7th pick for Alex DeBrincat, who they only kept for 1 season. Meanwhile, Montreal drafted 1st overall.
You're right, Slavkovsky.
And in the 2nd round, they found a gem. The Canadiens also traded for Kirby Dach, hoping he could be a second-line center. Unfortunately, injuries have derailed his tenure in Quebec so far. The Senators signed veteran Claude Giroux in the offseason. Ottawa played well in 2023 but missed the playoffs by 7 points. Montreal was a bottom dweller again. The Habs took David Reinbacher in the draft, also trading for Newhook on draft day. Ottawa, again, traded their 1st-round pick. Expectations were high for the Senators in 2024, but they regressed. They only had 78 points and were 7th last. Montreal, again, was 5th last in the entire league. Ottawa took Carter Yakubchuk 7th overall. Montreal took Ivan Demidov 5th overall, hoping he would be another future star. Ottawa also got Linus Ullmark, hoping to solve their goaltending situation. And so now, it was time for the 2025 season. Ottawa exploded for 97 points, handily securing themselves a wild card spot. Tim Stützle put up 79 points, Batherson at 78, Tkachuk at 29 goals, and Jake Sanderson finished 10th in Norris Trophy voting. Ottawa also traded Josh Norris to Buffalo in exchange for Dylan Cousins, a guy they hope will be their second-line center for years to come. Montreal had a worse season, but arguably a more electric one. They made the playoffs by 1 win, and their young players went off. Nick Suzuki was 9th in Hart Trophy voting with an incredible 89 points. Cole Caulfield scored 37 goals. Lane Hudson had a record-setting season from the blue line, winning the Calder Trophy as the league's top rookie with 66 points. Slavkovsky had a great year on the top line with Caulfield and Suzuki, and they acquired Patrick Laine, who scored 20 goals. Then, when Demidov showed up for the last 2 games of the regular season, it was electric.
Demidov circles in front, scores! Goes after it now, he's in, he scores! Oh my, Demidov!
In the playoffs, Ottawa took on Toronto, went down 3-0 in the series, but then fought back hard. They stole 2 games and made all of Leafs Nation sweat for 48 hours. Montreal, on the other hand, took on the top team in the East, the Washington Capitals. They lost in 5 games, but that 1 win of theirs was arguably the game of the year.
Newhook to Carrier, shooting, scores! Carlson turned it over, scores! Suzuki, St. Patrick Price, scores! Caulfield, Dvorak's on it, in front, scores! Caulfield, Slavkovsky, score! Gonna work it in front for Kapanen, scores!
Both teams showed what their future potential is, and with their young prospects transitioning into stars in their primes, their future looks very bright. With them likely competing in the next 3 to 4 years, they will both stand in each other's way, meaning, if everything goes properly, we should expect countless classic series between these 2 budding franchises. And so far this offseason, Montreal made another big splash, trading the 16th and 17th picks in the draft for Noah Dobson. Oh man, this next year will be fun. Thank you everyone for watching another video. We're going to try and make 2 videos a week all summer long, so make sure you subscribe for more hockey content. You can follow me up here, watch the last video down there, and we'll see you this weekend.